Zdravím všechny, co si na kanál tady za stres a vítejte u dalšího pokračování naší dobrodružství v Genshinu. Dneska budeme pokračovat v naší sidequestové rovině dění. I tady. Eye, Fang, Fin a Tail. Takže musíme zničit tyhle různé věci a pak se dostaneme dál do takové krásné oblasti. A to bude spíš později, jelikož dneska budeme mít na programu věc, která zabere plnou délku času, kolik dávám na video. Takže na to bohužel čas dneska možná nevyjde, ale příště bychom se tomu mohli věnovat v příštím díle. Takže rovnou půjdeme na hlavní věc dneška a to je drumroll please. Je to Hangout a z těch všech lidí to je Gorou. Gorou se konečně dočká svého momentu a bude mít od nás plno pozornosti na následující zhruba 2 hodiny. The Canine General Special Operations. Accidental encounter. Oh, where even is that? Gorou se nachází tady, for some reason. You meet Gorou and Ei v Publishing House. Co ho otravuje Jajmiko a dělá si z něj srandu. Nebylo by to poprvé. Odehrál se to po válce nebo pořád za války? To je taky ta otázka. Jak moc je to aktuální?
I really can't recommend that store highly enough. A couple more visits and you'll find that the fur on your tail is silky smooth.
Ah. Furry tips. I understand. Teď to plně chápu, co se tu děje.
A gorgeous tail like yours deserves lots of tender loving care. Don't you agree?
Tak jak zrovna na tohle dokáže Lumina prostě vejít absolutně random? Jako to bych chtěl vědět.
No need. I'm not interested in that kind of thing.
You say that, but do I see your ears saying otherwise? Although your tail isn't professionally maintained, the fur doesn't look dry and coarse. To me, this says you like to take care of it. I'm also guessing that you like to curl up into a fetal position and hug your fluffy tail when you go off to sleep.
Wow.
How do you know?
To je svým způsobem celkem krutý.
Don't be ridiculous. I'm a high-ranking general of Watatsumi Island. How could I do such a thing?
Velmi jednoduše.
Oh, it's okay. There's no need to be embarrassed. The desire to cuddle up to a soft tail while sleeping is quite natural.
Jo, tak je to úplně v pohodě diskutovat na veřejnosti.
Really?
Cool.
Wait, no. Why are we still on this topic? In fact, why am I even here talking about tails with you in the first place?
I don't know. Ona prostě dokáže plně velet konverzaci. Ať chcete nebo ne.
Because you are blessed with a wonderful fluffy tail, that's why. I think it's very cute.
Ugh, I'm trapped. How do I get out of this?
Alright, that's enough.
It's you! Oh, thank goodness. Please save me.
Oh, and how is my favorite little one doing? I didn't expect to meet you here. We were just talking about tails.
Nebo já jsem to byl posledních 5 minut.
Gorou has a beautiful tail, don't you think? Doesn't it make you want to stroke it?
Steal glance at his tail.
Hey, not you too.
Gorou,
What is this about?
Now do you understand how appealing your tail is?
Pardon me. Lady Gucci, we have completed the matter you instructed us about previously. We have selected a very skilled artist to be in charge. I'm confident that the finished product will be to your satisfaction.
I'll take a look later, and if everything's in order, place it in front of the store. All right. I won't tease the two of you any further. Do make the most of your trip here, won't you? Quite a lot has changed.
Po válce.
I wish you
I
both a
understand.
fun-filled time on Narukami Island.
They
There was
leave.
definitely something strange about the way she looked at me in the end there. Could she be plotting something?
Absolutně.
Sorry that you had to see that. The real reason I'm here at Yae Publishing House is to buy some books for Her Excellency.
Ty jsi to zrovna vyfasoval ty.
Since Watatsumi Island signed a peace treaty with the shogunate,
Yay.
we've had much closer contact than we did before.
Takže se to i děje po té Peace epizodě, což je Sangonomi jako Komi chapter specificky.
I also wanted to come and see what things are like in an area ruled by the shogunate. I hadn't counted on running into her.
Do you know Yaemiko well?
I've interacted with her a few times before, but I can't say I've ever gotten used to it. I've never been good at dealing with people like her. The way she towers over me and speaks so cryptically. Something about her is strangely intimidating.
On je v podstatě neoficiální archon. V podstatě to je to, co to je, no.
I could probably deal with her in battle, but I don't know where to start when I run into her in normal life. I guess this is a weakness of mine.
Why don't I help you overcome this weakness?
Really? That would be great. To be honest, this is something that's always worried me. If the soldiers ever saw me in this kind of embarrassing situation, they'd be very disappointed. So, I have to overcome it. For their sake, as soon as I've worked through this, let's go take on Yaemiko again. First things first, though. Do you have any ideas on where to begin?
Já nevím, mě taky hraje jako harmoniku. já jako Lumina by zrovna o tomhle neměl mluvit, když absolutně taky neví. I can act as a personality I find difficult to deal with. Pokud Lumina umí imitovat nějakou osobnost věrohodně, tak jako proč ne? A jako na druhou stranu teorií se dostanete jenom so far. You know what? Why not? I can act as a personality I find difficult to deal with, for example.
I see. So if you pretend to be someone like her, I can keep practicing on you. If I can get the better of you, then I'll be able to hold my own when similar situations come up in the future.
Měl prostě neposlouchat a předstírat, že ta konverzace, kterou si ty chtěl víc, pořád vede dál.
Good plan. Let's see. Where should we start?
Have you found yourself in scenarios like this before?
Now that you mention it, I remember having a similar experience back on Watatsumi Island. I was with my subordinates at the time. We ran into a merchant, I got caught up talking to them, and I don't quite know what happened, but I ended up buying a lot of things from them.
What? Okay, I'll be the merchant.
I think we can give it a try. There's an island called Rito nearby. Why don't we go there? I heard all the Outlander merchants are based there, so it might help to create the right atmosphere.
Sure. Týpci v Rito, co tam jsou zaškatulkovaný, jak se aspoň užijou vzácný site někoho novýho. Well, let's go there.
So this is Rito. Although it looks slightly gloomy, it feels very peaceful here. I don't see any Tenryou Commission soldiers roaming the streets. What a nice place. Okay, let's get started. I'll be me, and you be a shrewd and savvy businesswoman.
Hey, gender. Gender acknowledgement. Jej. Shrewd and savvy. Yes. Like a two series we got indeed. Z jakého úhlu na to půjdeme? Tohle zní jako spíš takový flirtovací začátek, než jako businesswoman začátek. To nezní jako, že si on začíná konverzaci s někým, kdo má business, ale s nějakou koledoucí holkou, co chce zbalit. I'll take the only business stuff there is. Welcome to the groceries. I got everything you need.
Hi! Hi! So, a lot of the soldiers have been complaining about a shortage of blankets recently. So, 10 blankets, please?
20,000 more, huh?
Okay, I'll settle the check right away.
Oh, so that's it? You're not gonna add anything else?
The price seems pretty cheap to me, in which case no need to haggle, right?
Okay, 200,000 is then fine as well.
I think that's still not too bad. Is that supposed to be really expensive? I'm sorry. In the past, Her Excellency has always handled procurement of military supplies. I don't know the specific prices of these items, so I never really know how to respond. This won't get us anywhere. I have to haggle to give you the chance to use your wily tricks on me. What do we do now?
Let's try switching to something that you're more interested in.
Something I'm more interested in? Maybe, cake?
Would you pay 100,000 more for it?
That's so expensive. I know what a fair price is when it comes to cake.
If you can do one little thing for me.
Wait a sec. If you think about this from another angle, a cake that costs 100,000 more per slice must be so much better than a regular cake.
Yeah, it absolutely is. Nej, to vůbec to není nějaký cake slice z Teska, vole.
Oh, let me see. I've been saving up recently. I think I should have enough. So, there isn't really a kind of cake that costs 100,000 more per slice?
I really don't think so.
What a shame. I feel like role-playing as a vendor is a little outside our area of expertise. What kind of person do we both see regularly enough to impersonate convincingly?
I've met Fatui a lot of times with all sorts of personalities.
Fatui? Then it looks like a trip into the wild is in order. Let's go give it a try.
Jsem se na něčeho dostal. Chudák Lumina musí předstírat ty různé osobnosti, o kterých z půlky nemá páru, jak je hrát pořádně. To všechno proto, že jsem kliknul na jednu věc a celé už se sune lavina, už se sune prostě ta konverzační lavina.
But I always end up against those big stocky guys who are much taller than me. I'm sure I must train just as hard as they do every day, but somehow I still don't have the muscles to show for it. Maybe I'll start to see the results in a few more years.
No. I like you just the way you are.
Really? That's very kind. But still, I think that I should aim to look more muscular than my subordinates at the very least. I know that people's trust in me has nothing to do with my size, but if I were taller and bulkier, they'd be able to identify me from behind more easily when charging into battle. That way, our forces wouldn't scatter so easily. As long as I was on the field, they'd be able to follow me. But enough of that. Let's get back to it. Who are you going to roleplay as this time?
To jsou všechno prostě věty nějakých těch Fatui týpků, prostě ty začáteční, když se na vás naagrujou. Myslím, že tohle je ta elektro-cicin mage, protože to potkávám docela často, tak mi to... Ty cicin mage obecně potkávám často a jedna z nich je definitivně cicin mage. to Mortimer nevím, popravdě se přiznám, že absolutně nevím, kdo to říká. Tohle to je buď Cicin Mage, nebo nějaká ta ledová větší. A zní to zajímavě, tak třeba to. Are you here to play with me?
What? I smell danger!
Looks like was very convincing.
Really? Huh. For a moment there, I could have sworn the actual Fatui were right here. No, wait. Behind you! It wasn't my imagination! They really are here!
Oh, no.
There you are, eavesdropper.
Quietly now.
See? Let me amuse myself a little.
Press the advantage!
Sharing my knowledge.
Gotcha. Illusion shattered. Things are about to get dicey. Torn to oblivion.
Okay. Raiden Shogun God mod.
It's all fun and games until the real Fatui show up, huh? That little interruption has really ruined the mood for me. Let's not do any more Fatui impressions for today. It seems in poor taste after the trouble they caused in Watatsumi Island anyway. Do we have any other options?
There's only one thing in this case. Time for Plan Z.
What do you mean?
I'll imitate the person you fear the most.
Isn't this moving a little too fast? Her Excellency advocates slow and steady progress in all things, and cautions against trying to advance too quickly. To clarify, it's not that I'm scared. It's just that I don't know if the time is right.
It's time to take this step. Be brave and give it a try. Bude pozbudí.
I guess you're right. Thanks for your encouragement. It's not like me to shy away from a challenge like this. Let's do it! Time for a make-or-break training exercise!
Hit the Inazumě city streets. Sure. Přiznám se, že zrovna v tomhletom kontextu se mi úplně nechce mluvit s Jaimiko, protože vím, co se stane, když s ní budem mluvit.
Don't worry, my head's in the game this time. I am a high-ranking military officer of Watatsumi Island and the general of the resistance. Whatever tricks you've got up your sleeve, you're not going to get to me. So bring it on!
How adorable.
This feels like...
Naráží na to samý, nebo jí trošku jinam? Oboje je hodně lákavý. Let's see that gorgeous tail.
Yes, it definitely feels like...
Miko?
No, not even slightly. It's not that you do a bad impression of her, more like something is missing. I finally realized it when you were talking to me just now. I think that maybe what I'm really afraid of is her knowing smile and her piercing gaze. It just makes me feel like all my secrets have nowhere to hide, like she can just peer in and see them. But it's different with you. I trust you, so I don't feel I need to hide my secrets in the first place. Even when you're imitating the way she speaks, I don't feel afraid. Because we fought side by side in the past, and I know I don't have to have my guard up around you.
Makes sense.
But it also means that this training won't work. I just have to accept that this is a weakness of mine, as much as it pains me to do so. The thought of having to live with this weakness forever is frustrating.
Surely some cake will cheer you up.
Are you serious? I'd love that. I haven't eaten anything sweet in a long time. Off we go. Let's go buy some cake.
Let's get that cake, gamers.
All right. The next step is to find somewhere nice and quiet.
Cool. Dvojitý black screen rychle za sebou. Black screen? Jsme u shopu. Black screen a jdeme pryč.
This is so good.
You don't get to eat very often, huh?
It's certainly a rarity in the camp. It's seen as a luxury item in the ranks of the resistance. We have special meals on occasion, but even then it usually means meat and wine, not dessert. So, thank you for treating me to some cake. The only downside with Narukami Island's pastries is that they're such exquisite things, you can't just chow down on them. But as Her Excellency says, a general needs to show patience and restraint.
Want to try my cake?
Wow, don't mind if I do. That's so sweet.
Aww. So adorable. Desserts are the best. And so is being happy. Inazumě. Let's steer clear of the publishing house for now.
Okay, whatever you think's best. Let's avoid Yae Publishing House for now. Actually, there's something else I have to sort out while I'm on Narukami Island. It's a personal matter. Back when we were fighting the Shogun's army at Nazuchi Beach, I had a box with me that contained some very important items. The odds were stacked against us that day, and the resistance was forced to retreat. I had to abandon the box, but I managed to quickly bury it first. I went back to collect it on this trip, but it turned out someone had already dug it up. So I asked around the area, and the locals said that apparently the Adventurers Guild had beaten me to it.
Wow.
That box is very important to me. I have to get it back from the Adventurers Guild. Would you mind coming along?
No problem.
Thank you so much. Let's head right over. Time is of the essence.
Sure. Ultimate retrieve note package.
Should I report this to my superiors?
Package now. You tell Catherine about how Gorou is looking for a box.
I'm afraid that will be a little difficult.
What's happened?
Don't worry. The item you are looking for is safe and sound. However, I'm unable to return it to you at present. The reason being, it is connected to a case involving the treasure hoarders, which is still under investigation.
That's strange. I buried that box there. What does it have to do with the treasure hoarders?
Allow me to explain. Not long ago, we received a commission concerning a theft by treasure hoarders at Komore Tea House. The adventurer who accepted the commission followed their trail and heard that they had buried the treasure at Nazuchi Beach.
A našel úplně něco jiného. Něco zakopali prostě hned vedle toho, co zakopal Gorou a prostě ten adventure myslel, že vykopal jejich treasure a vykopal Gorouvu věc.
But when we went to dig up the stolen items, we found many other things buried there along with them. As such, we cannot ascertain which of the items have to do with the treasure hoarders at this stage. For now, all we can do is hold all related items at the Adventurers Guild until such a time as we have caught the group of treasure hoarders in question. Then, we will see that all items are returned to their rightful owners.
I see. I never expected that other people would be burying things in the same place. Well, since these are the rules, I won't press you for it. But might I ask how the investigation is coming along?
This is where the difficulty arises. To date, we have still not been able to locate the hiding place of the treasure hoarders, so I'm afraid it still could take some time.
Tak Gorou je v podstatě substitut pro pátracího psa, takže tento najde v cukuletu.
So there's no knowing when this will be resolved. Maybe I could help. I could find the treasure hoarders for you, and once you confirm everything is in order, you'll be able to return my box to me. It's very important to me, so the sooner I get it back, the better.
That is perfectly acceptable.
Catherine Robot approves.
However, many adventurers have investigated this case recently. They have searched far and wide, but their efforts have been fruitless. If the two of you are still interested in taking the case, you may have to devise an original approach.
Let's head to Komore Tea House.
Yes, it seems like the only sensible place to start. With any luck, we might be able to find some clues there. Actually, since it's come up, what's the Komore Tea House like?
It's a place. Měli jsme tam hotpot a schůzky, kde technicky to možná byl čaj, ale myslím, že je to tea house jenom in name, že je to jenom zepředu, to vypadá jako jídelna, ale it's actually hot. Je to spíš hotpot place.
Hot pot? So they call it a tea house despite the fact that it is obviously a hot pot restaurant? Huh, how confusing.
Taky se tam tajně schází Kamisato klan, takže whatever.
Anyway, let's go take a look.
Mám mega takovej sneaking suspicion, že ani jedna z těch voleb nebyla ta přesná nebo lomeno správná volba toho, co je ten Komore House, takže jako jsem tušil, že to bude praštěkouvat.
We're grateful for the assistance. However, I'm afraid I don't have any more clues. It was Tarumaru's #2 reserve fund that they stole. They struck late at night while there was no one in the surrounding area, so they could slip in unnoticed. By the time we realized, it was too late. They left enough clues for us to retrieve the box, but we found no trace of the group of treasure hoarders who dared to target our tea house. I've asked around many times, and there were no eyewitnesses at all. We're definitely dealing with experienced crooks here. Oh, Tarumaru, what are you doing out here?
Woof, woof.
How strange. I don't know what's gotten into Tarumaru today.
Cítí druhýho člena psí rasy, i kdyby částečně.
He says he knows where the treasure hoarders are hiding.
Does that mean you're...
How can I describe it? It's like listening to a regional dialect. A lot of it goes over my head, but I can still get the general gist. Anyway, he says he was there at the scene of the crime. The treasure hoarders didn't see Tarumaru as a threat, so he stayed and listened in on their whole conversation.
Dá to smysl. Prostě
Since there were so many of them and they were armed, Tarumaru didn't dare to bark loudly, so we just had to let them go.
Oh, no wonder. Poor boy. He's been acting more anxious than usual lately and is always looking outside. And I thought he just wanted someone to take him for a walk.
Yes, that does sound like quite a predicament. Okay, I think I understand now.
Well, I don't, so...
Tarumaru says he heard the treasure hoarders conspiring to hide out at the beach directly below Tenshikaku. No one usually thinks to look there, and it's become something of a safe haven for treasure hoarders. He also mentioned that there were a gang of 5 people. The leader's name is Kosuke, and the second in command is called Yasuhisa. The leader's scent indicated he was probably from the Narukami Island area, while the 2 newcomers in the team were more likely from somewhere else.
You got all that from the wolves?
Thank you, Tarumaru. It must have been hard for you, knowing the details of the crime but not being able to communicate them. Don't you worry. We'll take care of everything from here. We will definitely get your belongings back. Let's go there in person. We might not have any troops with us, but between the 2 of us, we should be able to deal with a handful of petty thieves.
Sure. Když si dává čaj v čajovně, která není čajovna, ale je to tajný meeting place, first and foremost, tak hod ten čaj nebude úplně tak prvotřídní, no. Hod je to jako někomu vlíz do baráku a zeptat se, jestli oni jsou čajovna.
There's danger in the air. And something doesn't smell right. Be careful.
Okay. Já si tady nabiju tohle, abych s ním mohl vystřelit lightning infused tohleto.
Busted. Here comes the catch.
Tak jedno a druhý a done.
This is bizarre. How would anyone think to look here?
Boss, didn't you say that the most dangerous place is the safest place to hide?
Yeah, and I still maintain that I'm right in principle. Think how many days we've been here. No one else has come looking for us, have they? I can't believe we got caught. Just when the whole thing had nearly blown over. Hey, kid! Who the heck are you guys anyway?
Just some people find no justice in Inazumme. Don't worry about it.
We shouldn't waste any more time on these people. Life is tough in the resistance, but none of our troops would ever think about laying a hand on the innocent civilians under their rule. You have things so much better here, and this is how you choose to live your life? It's pure selfishness. We should turn them over to the Adventurers Guild right away. Once their identities are confirmed, they'll get the punishment they deserve.
Please, show a little mercy. We'll give you half of everything we've saved up over the years. If you're willing to turn a blind eye on this, anything's up for negotiation.
That's enough! Tie them up and take them away.
Yes, sir.
Oh, come to think of it, this is not a military camp, so there's no need for me to be so heavy-handed. But thieves still have to be punished.
They still have to be punished, takže to vůbec nedává smysl to vracet zpátky. Back, we are back.
I am pleased to confirm that these are indeed the individuals who stole from Komori Teyvat. I didn't expect you to catch them so quickly, especially with no new leads to explore. In accordance with the rules, now that we have procured an oral confession from the treasure hoarders and verified the list of stolen items, we can now return the box to you. Here, please take it.
Thank goodness.
Are you gonna take a look so I can take a look?
Well, let me think. The contents of the box don't belong here. They belong on Watatsumi Island. So, let's head there now and open it.
And over here. Dobrý. Plechtíme dál. Here we go.
1, 2, 3. Yes, it looks like they're all here.
What are those?
Some personal items that once belonged to the troops under my command. Water bottles, towels, knee guards. Just everyday items, but each one bears the handwritten name of its former owner. These were the only things those soldiers had for their families to remember them by. We all knew going into that battle that the odds of survival were slim. Many of the soldiers came to me and said they wanted to leave something behind as a keepsake for their loved ones. You see, their swords and polearms broke in battle. Their damaged armor wouldn't have been easy to carry. And many of them couldn't write very well, so they couldn't even leave a letter. In the end, all they could leave to their families were these ordinary items. Artifacts of their daily lives.
Oh.
My soldiers trusted me, but I failed to lead them to victory that day. Then they trusted me with these, and instead of honoring their last wishes right away, I had to hastily bury them in the sand. Every time something like this happens, I tell myself that by the next time I'm faced with the same situation, I have to be stronger.
You got the box back, so it's alright now.
Yeah, but right now, let me just mourn them for a little while longer.
Oh, that's it. Final remembrance. Let me mourn them for just a little while longer. No. We can start with theoretical study.
Good plan. Start by studying some theory, address the fear at its root, and then I'll have nothing to be afraid of. But where would I go to learn about this? I wouldn't know anyone on Narukami Island. Oh, let's go back to Watatsumi Island and ask around there.
Cool, budeme cestovat celou to zpátky.
I feel more at ease on Watatsumi Island. I had an idea on the way here. Many of my army comrades are older than me, and I'm sure that handling this kind of situation must be second nature to them by now. So I thought we could go ask them for advice. But I can't just go to them and say, hey, I'm no good at this. So instead, I'm going to go with a cover story. That I'm asking for a friend.
Skoro stereotypický, skoro až meme answer. Prostě to, co tam vždycky přihodíte, když se ptáte právě na něco, co chcete zeptat, ale je to jakože divný, tak to tam přihodíte. I would ask about this, asking for a friend, by the way. Vůbec se neptám pro sebe. Well, jde o to, jak moc chytrej já nebo...
I see. So, you're saying that your friend, sorry, is having some trouble with a certain someone who has an intense personality?
Yes. So I'm here on my friend's behalf to ask you for advice on a coping strategy.
Based on my experience, the easiest way to deal with people like that is just go through the motions.
What's the logic behind that, might I ask?
Well, you see, General Gorou, General Gorou's friend, I mean, always listens intently when other people are talking, and takes them very seriously. No matter who the other person is, General Gorou's friend treats them all equally. Which, don't get me wrong, is something I admire very much, but the other side of the coin is that it makes General Gorou's friend very susceptible to falling for the other party's verbal traps and being led by the nose. If something like that is bothering you, your best bet is simply to not give the other party your full, undivided attention. Don't hang on their every word, and when they ask a difficult question, just gloss over it.
That makes a lot of sense, actually. So that's how it's done.
Well, it's something to try. Whether it'll actually work in this case is a different question. Going through the motions is a skill that everyone has to get the hang of as they get older. I'm guessing General Gorou's friend is on the younger side.
Well, on my friend's behalf, thank you for your advice.
Don't mention it. Oh, yes, I heard that Miwa from Sangonomiya Shrine is also in the area. Why don't you ask her for advice, too? She's supposed to be good with interpersonal stuff. It can't hurt to get another perspective.
Makes sense. All right. Let's see what Miwa has to say.
Yeah, let's go then.
Most people who wish to have an audience with Her Excellency usually start by presenting their name cards and official documents to Miwa, who then passes them along. So I'm sure Miwa has lots of experience dealing with all...
General Gorou, and the captain of Swordfish too. What are you doing here?
We wanted to ask you about something.
Asking for a friend how to deal with difficult people.
I see. So General Gorou's friend wants to overcome his weakness.
That's right. Do you have any advice?
Let me think. My advice would be to hide what you are really thinking.
Interesting.
Cast your minds back. Why do you think Yae Miko was able to tease General Gorou's friend, and not the other way around? It's because she always has that same smile on her face, so no one ever knows what she's really thinking. She's already won the battle right from the start. If General Gorou's friend wants to go head-on with her, he must at least learn to do as she does, to conceal the workings of his mind.
You make so much sense. So what you're saying is, my friend just needs to keep his cool, and she won't have the chance to take advantage of him.
Pochopil jsem z toho správně, že v podstatě musíte mít dobrý poker face a mít co nejméně telů. Prostě těch náznaků, jak se říká v té branži. Jako, protože já myslím, že to je doslova to, co je v podstatě v kostce tady vysvětlováno, že prostě mějte dobrý poker face a nedávejte na sobě nic znát.
Exactly. Many things look complicated on the surface, but often, all it comes down to is who loses their cool first.
Wonderful. You have my gratitude. I'm sure with your approach, that a friend of mine who will be able to overcome his weakness.
Then I wish General Gorou's friend a great victory.
Well, I'm slowly starting to gain confidence. Oh, I suddenly remembered. Her Excellency updated her general operational directives recently. Who knows? There may be some useful suggestions in there too. Let's go take a look, just to be thorough. Her Excellency handed me the general operational directives in 3 parts, and I think this is where I placed them.
Dobrý, že prostě běží v normální rychlosti.
Let's see.
Že prostě běží ve stejné rychlosti, jako je moje běžení, takže
Deployment and mobilization,
to není divný.
logistics, conflict resolution, dealing with Outlander merchant. Aha! Got it! How to avoid awkward social situations. That's Her Excellency for you. She thinks of everything, doesn't she?
That's its topic? Yes. What does it actually say?
Socializing is as important as a decisive battle. Know yourself and your enemy to succeed. Boy, if even Her Excellency treats this so seriously, then we'd really better be careful. What I take from this is it's not enough just to learn some general countermeasures. We need specific knowledge of Yae Miko's individual weaknesses to achieve ultimate victory.
No, žádný nemá.
But how do we figure her out?
We could visit the Eye Publishing House.
Yae Publishing House. Makes sense. Since she goes there often, perhaps we can find some telling details about her there. Let's go and investigate.
Protože investigatování Yae Miko bude naprosto bez problému.
Greetings. Here to buy some books? We just got a new batch of light novels in. Oh, these ones are all the rage at the moment.
Původně Gorou říkal, že pro Her Excellency má koupit nějaký nový čtení, takže
I must say that Lady Guji has a keen eye for a good book. Almost everyone she picks is a bestseller.
Jaká to náhoda, vůbec to není o tom, že by v tom bylo něco hlubšího.
Apparently, the rumor goes that if you can impress Lady Guji with your writing, you're just one small step away from becoming the next big author.
So all of these are personally selected?
Yes. Well, first we screen all manuscripts, filter out the bad ones, and write synopses for the rest. Then we send those to Lady Guji for final approval.
So, you have close dealings with Guji Yae. What sort of person is she?
Well, for starters, she's a very busy person. Whenever she visits the Eye Publishing House, she never stays for long. So, actually, we don't know a whole lot about her. Still, she seems very invested in Yae Publishing House. And on occasion, she'll share some of her promotional strategies with us. Take That's Life magazine, for example. When we first started running it, sales were very poor. The return was barely covering costs, and for a while, it was on the verge of being axed. But the fans weren't happy about the prospect of their favorite magazine being discontinued. They kept writing in, begging us to keep it going. So in the end, Lady Guji stepped in and drew up a new marketing plan. Next thing you know, sales are through the roof.
That's life. Wait, isn't that...
Do you know about this?
Nothing. It just reminded me of something unrelated. I didn't realize Yae Miko personally handled the marketing for Yae Publishing House. Yet more proof of her unparalleled skill in reading people's minds. Anyway, thank you very much. Is there anything more you can tell?
No, look, I'm not sure what your plan is here, but I caution you against trying to second-guess Lady Guji. Just my opinion, but she's the most mysterious person I've ever met.
You think she's mysterious too? I guess we can forget about getting any insights this way then. Actually, you said that this batch of light novels was hand-picked by her. Maybe we could take a brief look. Perhaps we can get some inspiration from them.
Sure. If you're interested, I recommend this book. I've been to other worlds, but I've never tasted defeat. The protagonist doesn't have any particularly exciting abilities, but never fails to defeat strong opponents. It's all thanks to their wealth of experience and cunning strategies.
Vůbec to nejsem já.
Cunning strategies. In that sense, it sounds similar to Her Excellency Sangonomiya.
Oh, there's an iconic line in this book that people quite like. One who relinquishes nothing also gains nothing. If you want to win when you're at a disadvantage, a little sacrifice is probably going to be necessary.
Thank you for the valuable advice. Well, one more string to our strategic bow. Although I didn't learn much about my enemy, I've still learned a lot from everyone. It's time to put these theories to the test. Let's go to Yaemiko's lair.
Yes, the Narukami Shrine. Wait, we can't go forward? Jo, ten daily quest. Já nejdřív musím dělat tu dailinu, protože my budeme Gorou potřebuje nejdřív mluvit s tou stejnou osobou, co handluje kurentní daily quest. A jelikož nemůže dělat dvě věci najednou, tak budeme nejdřív dělat tohle. Jo, ona se mi chce, myslím, vyčistit ty střechy. Clean up a roof. Budeme potřebovat animo. Tak, to je jenom pickups. Yes. Všechno. Uklidil jsem střechy od zalezlých fortune slipů a here you go. Tak, teď se teleportoval dopředu. Takže můžeme začít.
So this is the Grand Narukami Shrine. It's the first time I've been to this place.
Hello there. You look like you have something weighing on your mind. Would you like to draw a fortune slip? The Grand Narukami Shrine's fortune slips have always been very accurate.
I've heard that the generals of the past used to employ all sorts of divination techniques to find out their fortune before a battle. I'm not in the habit of it, but since the opportunity's come up, I'd like to give it a try. Let's draw one together.
Oh. Leftmost, rightmost, center right, center left. Jo, že 4 vedle sebe prostě. No. Let's take the rightmost. Třeba.
Let's see what we've drawn. It's great misfortune! Hold me. I don't feel so good.
It's gotta be fucking booby-trapped.
A trap? Are you saying that Yaemiko fears us and tried to sabotage our plans by making sure we drew a great misfortune?
Bych to za ní.
Who knew she'd stoop so low? Well, I will not be intimidated.
Co ten Fortune vůbec říkal?
What? Another bad one? No, let me try again.
Je tady zrovna nějaký chapterový předěl, že bychom si to, že bych to piknul znova. Rezolcár. Někdo je tu 5, tady je 1, tady druhý, tady třetí, tady případně čtvrtý, což nevím, jaká je tady routajina. Takže tady musí být 2. Tady jiný. Takže ten Praying for Fortune pravděpodobně vyústňuje pak v tu druhou možnost. Takže to musím dát tohleto tak jako tak.
Any second now, we'll be face to face with her.
We're in this together.
Don't worry, all our hard work is definitely going to pay off.
Je se tak sesypeš během první sekundy.
She can forget about teasing me this time.
You look for her, and yep,
Oh?
there is she.
You arrived a little later than expected. Did you run into some trouble along the way?
Of course you knew we were coming. Wouldn't
But
put
of
it past you.
course. That's why I'm here waiting for you.
So what if you knew we were coming? This time, we won't get caught off guard.
Slow down. No need to rush. Let me guess. In the past, I used to have many believers coming to see me at the shrine every day, and most of them came for the same reason, especially those who came in pairs. 9 times out of 10, they were here seeking to know their future fate, hoping that it would be a lifetime together. If you're interested, I'd be quite happy to do a reading for you two.
Together
Aw.
for a lifetime?
Calm down, Gorou.
Remember what Shuhei said? We mustn't pay too much attention to what she said, otherwise we may be fooled by her.
Now that I think about it, perhaps I never needed to recommend that store to you in the first place. You can just leave all your fur grooming to your little friend here.
Já věděl, že to lupne
Imagine her
tam.
holding your tail
Já to
in one
úplně
hand,
věděl.
combing it gently with the other.
Uh-oh, not good. My mind is already full of mental images.
I can't unthink it now.
I'll have to resort to the method Miwa taught us.
By the way, there's really no point in trying to hide the way you feel. You might be able to remain stony-faced if you really try,
See?
but with your tail
Tells.
swishing behind you.
What?
Then again, you know what?
To je prostě poker. To je prostě poker bez toho gamblovacího aspektu.
Most people only pay attention to your tail, but those soft, pointy ears are really just as fascinating.
I can't take it anymore.
There's only one method left. A cunning strategy that no one saw coming. This is going to hurt me almost as much as it hurts my opponent. But there's no other way.
Gorou, please. If you're gonna put us, jestli tomu můžeš zastavit, tak to udělej rychle.
I think the real reason you know me so well is that you're just like me. Just like me, you hug your tail when you go to sleep. And just like me, you daydream about
Really?
someone else grooming your tail for you.
I see. You decided to admit your feelings in an effort to bring me down with you. Not bad. I suppose this is a step forward for you. But I'm afraid I don't have a tail at all.
Ale máš, jenom se nechceš do té formy transformovat. Nejenom, že máš ocas, ale máš jich tak 5, nebo nevím přesně. Kdybych jí měl jako postavu, tak její ulti na to showcaseuje, jako to naznačuje prej a co jsem slyšel. Nejenom, že máš ocas, ty lhářko, ale máš jich hned několik. Ty se tulíš k několika ocasům najednou.
No!
KO.
Retreat! Retreat! Fighting on is futile. Better to conserve resources for the next confrontation. We're out of here. When I get back, I'm going to train harder than I've ever trained before.
Bye-bye now. Come again soon.
A tactical retreat. Maybe next time. Hey, tohle. Actually, Yamika's not that bad.
Really? Well, it's a relief to hear that. In that case, I still have some business to take care of with the Yai publishing house.
The books?
They run a monthly magazine called That's Life, which has an advice
Ah.
column. Readers write in about their problems, and I'm responsible for responding to them.
What? Okay.
I'm not quite sure why they chose me, but it's my job now, and I can't give it up just like that. Yai Miko just handed me the latest batch of readers' letters. Let's find a place to write the replies, then pack them up and send them back to Yai Publishing House.
Find a quiet spot. To udělat můžu.
Huh. This place looks nice and quiet. Why don't we write the replies here? The sooner I get them finished and handed back to the publisher, the sooner we can go do something else. I just hope I don't have another run-in with, you-know-who at the Yae publishing house later. Anyway, the writing could take me some time. The questions I receive are often so strange that I have to think long and hard about how to best answer them.
I'll stay and keep you company.
Great. Let's write the replies together. I'm actually interested to hear your perspective. Let me see here. Let's start with this one. Today, a new guy came to our village. He was good-looking and had a lovely voice. When I peeked at him from behind the door, I felt my cheeks getting hotter, and my heart started beating faster and faster. See, I can tell right away that this is exactly the kind of question I'm no good at dealing with. The letter seems to be from a young lady, which is not a demographic where I can offer much expertise.
Over here.
What's your take?
Looks like she's falling in love.
Well, I don't know what it's like to be in love, but if you say so, I think it makes sense. I'll reply like this then. It's likely that the feelings you're experiencing right now won't occur many times in your life. I urge you to summon the courage to seize this opportunity and see where it takes you, no matter where that may be.
More professionally worded than I expected.
What? Really? But that's how it is in battle, too. Opportunities to seize victory are fleeting. When they arise, you have to capitalize on them right away. I imagine it's the same in love. That's my suggestion, anyway. Come on, let's read the next letter.
What does this one say?
My neighbor is always borrowing money from me, but never seems to be able to pay me back on time. I have tried subtly raising the issue in conversation several times, but he always finds a way to dodge my questions. He was kind to me when I was young. I don't want to make things ugly, but the money issue bothers me a lot. Please help me. If this is a dispute between neighbors, it must be settled as soon as possible. It's like when conflict arises between generals in the army. The proper policy is to resolve it without delay. The most important thing in military regulations is fairness. It is only right to pay back a debt. I want to suggest that the writer demands their money back in no uncertain terms. Do you think that makes sense?
Sure.
Okay, so let's reply along those lines. Let me think. How about this? It is good that you want to repay your neighbor's kindness, but be aware that you can find other ways to do this that don't involve lending them money. Right now, the most important thing for you to do is demand your money back. Being kind does not mean allowing your neighbor to walk all over you.
Yeah, that
Okay.
makes sense.
And we are done with that letter. The next one seems longer. Let me see. Hello, I was born on Narukami Island, and now I'm a soldier in the Resistance. So, this is from one of my troops?
Damn. You have any idea who it might be?
Most likely. But I'm not sure who. Before passing any reader's letters on to me, Yae Publishing House has their staff copy each one by hand and redact all names in the process. So I can't be sure who exactly this is. Anyway, let's keep reading. I couldn't turn a blind eye to the Vision Hunt decree, and my anger drove me to join the resistance. My comrades and I have fought side by side, and I have formed deep friendships with them. Since we achieved our goal and the war came to an end, I have remained on Watatsumi Island. But this is not my hometown, and I often find myself dreaming of the cherry blossoms falling on Narukami Island. I now don't know whether to stay here or return home. The resistance has treated me well, and I've long been disillusioned by the shogunate, but my hometown tugs constantly at my heartstrings. How should I reply to him?
Z toho, co jsem viděl v různých TV shows určitého rázu, řekněme, tak tam odpověď byla jako v podstatě pendlovat mezi oběma místama, pokud je to možný. Tak prostě chvíli tam a v podstatě žít v obou místech najednou, nebo vždycky vizitnout to druhé místo. Prostě čas od času. Abyste si v podstatě užili obě místa najednou. You have to answer this one.
Let me think about it. To be blunt, I obviously don't want any soldiers under my command to leave. But if making them stay causes them pain, how are my actions any different from the Vision Hunt decree? I suppose I'll reply... Narukami Island has changed. You should go back and visit. That should do it.
Oh, are you okay?
I'll be okay. Come on, let's finish the rest of the letters.
Tyhle děláme v rychlosti. Lomeno ve střihu.
Thanks to you, writing the responses went very smoothly this time. Let's go and deliver them to the Yai Publishing House, shall we?
Sure. Jestli tam bude druhá cesta, kdy prostě se píšeme ty špatné odpovědi a já to budu muset udělat, tak já si poknu cringem.
Ah, great. That's all the replies for this round accounted for. Thank you for all your hard work, Mr. Gorou.
Think nothing of it. I agreed to help, so it's only right that I do the best I can. Could I trouble you to come back to Watatsumi Island with me? I want to find that soldier. Not to persuade them to stay, I don't want them to leave without saying goodbye. Kazuha once told me that the bonds between people whose paths have crossed can never be broken, even after they part ways. But maybe I'm scared he might be wrong. People can change quickly, and I worry that the next time I meet my comrade, who fought so bravely alongside me, there will already be some distance between us.
Let's go visit.
Great. Then let's head off.
Let's head up immediately. Tak, poběžíme. One of these?
General Gorou. And Captain of Swordfish too. General Captain, are you here to inspect the camp?
Not this time. I just thought I'd come by to catch up while everyone has some downtime.
Certainly, General Gorou. Anything you want to discuss, we'll share whatever we know. But we haven't been out of the camp lately, so we don't have a whole lot of interesting stories.
Actually, I've had something on my mind and wanted to ask everyone's thoughts on the matter. You see, after the war, Her Excellency streamlined the army and a lot of people were transferred to other duties. Do you still have much contact with each other?
To be honest, not much. We're so busy even with just training and patrolling that it's almost impossible to squeeze in the time to meet up. We have holidays, but we usually use them to go home and spend time with our nearest and dearest. And besides, everyone's vacations come at different times, and our schedules rarely overlap.
Yeah, I'm busy when they're free, and they're busy when I'm free. Anyway, even if we did manage to meet up, what then? We all do different jobs now, and we all have new friends who aren't mutually acquainted. I'm not sure what we'd talk about.
So that's really how it goes, huh?
We all go through it.
I know. It's okay. It just seems a pity. That's all.
You know, having said all that, there's something else that I've always felt about this.
Really?
Yes. I feel that no matter how long we're apart, and no matter what we might go through in the meantime, all of us will be straight back here if Watatsumi Island is ever in danger. Even if we've all changed beyond recognition, we can always trust that we've got each other's backs.
And that's one thing that's never gonna change.
We're your troops, General Gorou. You trained us, you took us into battle, and led the way as we charged against the enemy. Even if we seldom keep in contact now, we are still brothers in arms. If you say the word, we will all pick up our weapons again at a moment's notice. Long live the resistance!
Yes, that's the way it should be. Long live the resistance!
Long live the resistance!
I won't disturb you any further. You guys keep training hard. Regarding everything else, I'm sure it'll all be fine.
After joking around, you hear approaching footsteps.
Ah, General Gorou, you're here. I believe Hiroaki's been hoping to catch you. He's been waiting at the camp for a long time, but never saw you return. Are you planning to head back to camp later? If you're busy, I can go and let him know so he's not waiting there in vain.
Tell him I'll be right over. I know what I have to do now. Come with me. Let's head to the camp. Denjiro is right. No matter what changes the future may bring, we will always have each other's backs. Sure, there may be some awkward silences when we meet again after a long time, but in no time at all, we'd be the best of friends again.
General Gorou, I would like to request permission to leave the Resistance, sir.
Yep, it's him.
I know this may seem very abrupt, and in fact, I've only just made the decision.
It's all right.
Back then, I had so much hatred for the Vision Hunt decree, and so much disappointment in Narukami Island for supporting it. But after the war ended, I wanted to go back and visit, but I still couldn't make up my mind. Thanks to Miss Hina's encouragement, I was finally able to find the courage to talk to you about it. Of course, if you disapprove, I'll obey your orders. I am your subordinate, after all.
Miss Hina?
Miss Hina? Who's that?
It's a long story.
Forget it. Never mind her. I approve your application to leave the Resistance.
General Gorou,
Come on. Don't look so down. It's not like we're never going to see each other again. If you ever have the time, you should come back and visit Watatsumi Island. There's no need to limit yourself to a specific place. Just do what you want to do. No matter where we are, we will always be comrades.
Yes, General. I'll take my leave then. Take care of yourself, General Gorou.
Take care. That was okay. Or should I say, it was for the best. This is how it should be. It should leave you with a smile on your face. Just like this.
Oh. Hey. The smiling send-off. We smile when we part, so that we may smile when we meet again. Keep watch on the Ei publishing house. No není až tak těžký úkol. Stačí jenom tady stát.
All right, everyone, settle down. We are gathered here today, united by a common purpose. Now, who can tell me what they think that might be?
Miss Hina fan club. Let's see.
Well, of course, it's to tell the whole world about how wonderful Miss Hina is. An excellent answer. How gentle she is. How understanding she is. How delightfully mischievous she can be. On occasion.
Úplně to zní jako někdo jiný.
We can all testify to the great joy that Miss Hina has brought to our lives. But my friends, there are so many people out there in this world who still need Miss Hina's salvation. We can help by spreading the good news about Miss Hina to every soul in the world.
Budete muset nejdřív dostihnout Barbaru, protože její slova se taky šíří ve stejném stylu.
My friend, do you have a moment to talk about Miss Hina?
Who?
Friends, I found one! Someone needs our help!
Shh, calm your voice down. We don't want to scare her off. Hello, my friend. On this joyous day, we would like to open our hearts to you and tell you about the existence of a perfect being.
Jednou ji znám a to je Barbara.
She is gentle, kind, understanding. She is the brightest star in our sky. Here, have this pamphlet. So, What do you think?
Oh. I've seen this face before. Že by to byl stejný face jako v tom Wishi? Ale tohle Gorou Hangout vysel už nějakou dobu. Gorou Hangout vysel nějakou dobu a vysel dávno předtím, než tenhle ten update vyšel, který ji představil. Ale to prostě beze srandy. Tohleto vyloženě vypadá jako ta cat lady, prostě co byla přidaná. Prostě hnědý delší vlasy, cat ears, prostě. To je vyloženě to stejný. Gentleman Kaji answers all questions, she'll help you all the troubles. Cool. Looks familiar to me.
Oh, my apologies! In my excitement, I forgot to give you all the details. Have you ever come across a magazine called That's Life, published by the Liyue Publishing House? It's a monthly magazine featuring, amongst other things, an advice column. We were among the first readers to send in letters seeking advice, and we've received kind and gentle replies to each one. Although the editor chose to conceal her name, gender, and other details, we all see her as an emphatic older sister figure and feel convinced that she must be the same sort of person in real life.
There's no
I don't know.
Just from her letters, I can feel that she respects me, trusts me. She has a natural ability to connect with people.
Se zkušenosti z předchozí iterace těch věcí je to spíš podle mě jenom codename pro někoho ve specifické pozici než reálná osoba. Ale ta fotka té osoby definitivně to je osoba, která existuje.
She's so considerate. She can always sense our true emotions from our letters and never fails to deliver the advice and the encouragement we need. Except when it comes to the topic of romantic love. She's clearly not an expert there. But even then, that just makes her all the more endearing to us.
Recently, the column went through a low period where it just wasn't popular at all. In fact, they almost axed it. Fortunately, Liyue Publishing House made the decision to publicize her image, and then the column finally started to grow in popularity.
Oh. Takže to Miss Hina existovalo dřív než ta fotka, kterou jsme viděli. Takže ta fotka byla pod tom jménu, takže to jméno vyloženě bylo bez tak nějaký code word, anebo prostě jeden z těch writerů uvnitř Liyue Publishing Houseu. A prostě ty psali ty odpovědi, ale pak Liyue udělala ten strategic marketing move, jak jsme se dozvěděli v jiné iteraci příběhu. A její marketing move byl, máme to prostě Miss Hina to dělá, anebo prostě máme tenhle ten code word jako kódové jméno Miss Hina, tak dáme tomu obličej té osobě, ať může být relatable. Here we are.
That's right! Miss Hina is the person in charge of That's Life magazine's advice column. She is the one we all admire and adore so greatly. And so, when we heard that Liyue Publishing House would be revealing the official likeness of Miss Hina today, we immediately came here from wherever we were, all over the nation, to gather together.
Jako musím říct, že vypadá hodně podobně jako Gorou.
And to witness this grand moment in history!
I wonder how Gorou would react to that.
Please, gaze upon the radiant beauty of Miss Hina. See how truly lovely she is.
Stihneme ho varovat?
Oh, hey, there you are. Is, you know who at Liyue Publishing House?
Ne, je to horší.
Whew, that's good.
What's up, Gorou?
I just finished writing my replies, so I was about to head to Liyue Publishing House and hand them in.
Why are you helping to write for them?
Why? I guess it's because I can help people this way. Also, the editor said to me, this is something that only you are capable of. They made quite a solemn request when they first approached me, so I felt like I couldn't refuse it. But once I'd settled into it, I found myself really enjoying it. Before I knew it, I had written hundreds of replies, and sometimes they'd respond again just to thank me. It made me so happy whenever they'd compliment me. Every time I think about that terrifying woman, I feel like I want nothing to do with Yae Publishing House. But then, whenever I think about how my replies can help so many people, I feel a sense of responsibility. By this point, I'm so used to it that I'd probably find it hard to adjust if I ever gave it up.
I can't let go of it. Just full combi answer. I can't let Gorou know the full story. I'll just have to hide it from him for now.
Well, I don't quite know what's going on, but I'd like to get these letters delivered quickly while you-know-who isn't around. I'm really looking forward to the readers' reactions when they receive my letters. In the army, people are always a little reserved when talking to me, because I'm a general. But those obstacles are removed when you're communicating via letters. Everyone who writes seems to treat me like that one friend who they can share anything and everything with. So I'm not about to let them down. Let's head over.
Why don't I deliver them for you instead?
But Yae Publishing House isn't far from here, if I remember correctly. Let's just head there together. Besides, this way, if
sure.
you-know-who does show up, we can look out for each other. Let's go.
Oh, no.
Strange. It seems unusually lively here today.
Yeah.
I don't come here often. Is it like this most of the time?
It's a special case today.
Hey, there seems to be some commotion over there. Let's check it out.
Allow me to reiterate, my friends. We in the Miss Hina fan club must abide by the club rules. Firstly, we mustn't try and probe into Miss Hina's true identity. We of all people cannot cause her any trouble. Secondly, fans of Miss Hina are not to make any controversial statements when representing the fan club. We must exercise self-discipline and present a good image in front of other people.
Kéž by tohle pravidla platily pro větší část internetu.
Thirdly, while our mission is to promote Miss Hina in every way possible, if someone we're talking to says they're not interested, we are to respect that and not go forcing it down their throats. And finally, we are here today because Miss Hina has brought us together, but we are also here to change ourselves for the better, for her sake. Can we do that, people? Can we do that?
Proč mám pocit, že následující konverzace bude s Gorouem a jedním tím týpkem z těmhle grupy a povede přesně tím směrem, který ty pravidla říkají, že by neměla.
Yes, we can!
Always make her proud and never bring her down.
Oh, so this is what they call a fan club. I don't know whose fan club it is, but they are raring to go. Reminds me of the rallying speeches we used to give before going into battle.
Yeah.
Something's up, isn't it? I can tell. You're avoiding my gaze. Did something happen? It's not her, is it?
Excuse me, friend. Something about you looks awfully similar to Miss Hina.
Technicky vzato jo, je to divný, teď když Miss Hina opravdu vyšla jako svoje vlastní postava, tak teď ta resemblance je uncanny as fuck. A jako zajímalo mě, proč vypadají tak stejně. You're probably just imagining things, no resemblance whatsoever.
I see. Well, one way or another, fate has brought you here. Have you ever heard of Miss Hina?
Sorry, I'm not sure.
Well, now's as good a time as any for you to find out more.
Oh no.
Miss Hina is gentle, kind, and considerate. You can tell her anything that is bothering you, and she will patiently advise you on how to deal with it.
Oh, well, she sounds like a very pleasant person to be around. She must be the polar opposite of Yae Miko, right?
But he's the spitting image of Miss Hina. I wonder if they're blood relatives.
Shh! Have you
Kinda.
forgotten? We may not pry into Miss Hina's identity.
At least let's take a photo with them.
Friend, may we take a photo with you? We borrowed a camera specifically to witness the official unveiling of Miss Hina's image today.
Sure, that's fine. Why do they want to take a picture with me?
It's not coming out in custom, go with it.
Alright, sure.
People cluster on Gorou and take many selfies.
That should do it. Right, I should really be heading to the Liyue publishing house to hand in those letters now.
Phew, managed to keep them in the dark. Teď jenom nezmiňuj nahlas, že odevzdáváš určitý dopisy, která odevzdává určitá Miss Hina, a ne ty.
Make way, everyone. Make way. The Miss Hina billboard is here. Please, make some space. Coming through.
Hey, everybody! It's the real Miss Hina! Miss Hina! Miss Hina!
Now I'm curious too. Let's go over and take a look.
No.
Huh? Why? What's the problem?
I heard Yaimiko's about to come back.
Really? Then we can't stay. Let's get out of here. As curious as I am to see what all the fuss is about, it'll have to wait until next time. So please join me again the next time I'm delivering letters.
Sure, let's just get out of here. I can't shake the feeling that there's something you're not... Yeah, Teyvat. I can't shake the feeling that there's something you're not telling me. Lumina prostě desperately trying, aby prostě nic se nedozvěděl. Jo. Prostě prosím, odejdi, neptej se a prostě zapomeň na to. Ale tady je ten obrázek. Objevila se tady ta kartonová věc, jej. And guess what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna take a photo. Hey, Miss Hina.
The new book from Liyue Publishing House is out. Come take a look.
Well. Jako? Na jednu stranu, jo, má to být parodie na Gorouva, ale na druhou stranu doslova vyšla postava, která vypadá z 90% takhle. Akorát prostě víc kočičí než psí a jiný oblečení, ale jinak v podstatě to vypadá přesně takhle. Jako, look! Prostě the resemblance is so close. Prostě oni tady udělají z prdele, prostě takhle Miss Hinu, prostě takhle jako female Gorouva, ale prostě pak udělají postavu, která vypadá skoro přesně takhle. To si přeju zpátky. Well, tak jsme úspěšně vystoprocentovali tohleto všechno. Nějaký achievement? Hey, General Watatsumi, complete the canon general special operations and unlock all endings. To tell or not to tell, that is the question. Discover Ms. Hina's true identity at the Liyue Publishing House. Well, si to rovnou tyhle ty zrovna získané gemy převedeme na naši oblíbenou měnu. No, tak se tady s Miss Hinou můžeme rozloučit. Takže to bude pro dnešek všechno. Gorouova story byla taková hodně simple, ale Gorou jako takovej byl hodně cute. A s Luminou si byli hodně dobře spolu ladili. Takže to byla takže to bylo fajn je sledovat spolu, dělat věci. Takže... Já jsem si to užil. A jinak příště bude další side story, ale bude to relativně důležitá side story. Je to one of those kinds of side stories. Protože se dočkáme jedné velmi důležité postavy, která má svoji side story. A na to se osobně těším. Protože je to pro mě prostě věc, která je shrouded in mystery. Prostě, what is going on with this character? Takže se konečně dozvíme, jak já, tak i vy se mnou, který to nevíte. Většina víte, jakož jenom co koukám na videa určitýho kanálu, určitýho člověka, který udělá na to jednou za čas video na Genshin, tak spousta lidí v komentářích právě jsem se dozvěděl, že většina lidí, co jsou extra fanoušky Genshinu, tak mají prostě takovej fanatismus s Genshinem, že jsou světelný roky před váma prostě co se týče příběhu, teorií na příběh, prostě teorie, které berou jako jasný fakta, protože prostě jsou až tak chytrý. Takže jsou takové jakože elitářský skoro ohledně to, jakože kolik toho víš, co víš za teorie, který my jsme prokázali jako pravdivé. Jako, já si jedu na svým vlastním tempu. A jestli to někdo jede se mnou, tak sure, welcome along the ride. Vítejte a můžeme se svíst spolu. A jestli někdo jenom revizitujete prostě věci, které jste viděli, ale chcete si připomenout, tak na to tu je taky. Já se taky rád stavím sám u sebe. Ale in any case, musíme samozřejmě i ten díl ukončit. A jako obvykle ho ukončíme obvyklým rituálem. A to vyšpůl. Tak a máme tady ten charakter event Wish, takže můžeme rovnou půlnout a uvidíme, co vyfasujeme pro dnešek. Docela je fitting, že po dnešku budeme půlovat jako charakter event Wish já i Miko. Taky to vlastně jsem si vzpomněl, že jsem nedávno říkal, že a připomínal jsem si, že ty side story a hangout eventy většinou mají jenom jednu tu hlavní postavu, který se to týká, že ostatní nepotkáte a teď jsme v podstatě mohli potkat já i Miko a Gorou a prostě dvě důležitý samostatné postavy se svýma vlastníma záležitostma v jednom hangout eventu. Částečně. Takže to je taky pokrok. A ta jiná instance byla u Sayu, což je taky Inazuma, takže se zdá, že vývojáři od Inazumy dál začínají vyrábět hangout eventy, které jsou víc involved. A když dává smysl, že se postava staví za jinou postavou, která je taky nějaká vision holder postava, která prostě má své vlastní příběhy, tak prostě udělají. Jako právě vypíchnu v minulém díle to, že Sayu prostě se potkala s Ayakou a prostě měli celou konverzaci, prostě celou scénu měli spolu. Lumina, Sayu a Ayaka. Takže to bylo hodně fajn. A teď jsme měli několik scén s Miko. Takže to mi dává větší důvěru v Hangout eventy, že se může stát něco zajímavějšího. Ale to byl takový minisoury, na který jsem si zrovna vzpomněl, takže bez dalšího otálení dáme pool number 1. Protože samozřejmě charakter event vyšší rare a musíme opůlnout co nejvíckrát. Samozřejmě tady máme nastraný hodně těch, takže ten taky přijde. Takže Cat Lady, please come to us. Yunjin is also welcome. You fuck off. Prosím. Please RNGs be nice. Yunjin. I'll take it. Není to Cat Lady, bohužel, ale... What? Oh well. Aspoň Yunjin. Jo, dostaneme toho Chongyuna přeci jenom, vole. Oni si prostě s ním nedají pokoj. Well, this is gonna be straightforward. Maybe. And shit. I know. 11 tu? Nope. Well. You know what? You know what I'm gonna do? I might just pull again, protože já tu kočkoholku chci. Jako... Ona si může táhnout někam za sedmero na rukami shrine, za sedmero na rukami shrineu a zahrabat se tam někam, ale jí chci a jí můžu chtít a já jí chci krát 3. Proč mi to děláte? Proč mi podsouváte Chongyuna pořád znova a znova? I want her so bad. Please gift me her. One more. Please, RNGesus. Please, the lords, give me. To se děláte srandu. Jděte někam. Já se zroutím. Holy fucking shit, save the fucking screenshot for the love of Celestia. Oh, fuck me. Až takhle, jo? Až takhle mi prostě hodíte kládu pod nohy. Mě prostě nejenom, že mi budete házet klacky pod nohy a nedáte mi kočkolku, ale tímhle jste mi hodili celou kládou přímo do obličeje. Jakože what? OK. A Sacrificial Greatsword. Je to meč, ale Sacrificial sada zbraní je ta nejužitečnější sada zbraní, protože můžu pak hodně často použít nějaký ten skill 2x za sebou, což je hodně užitečný. A když se je vylepšíte a refinujete, tak to je skoro 100% pak, takže to je se dá na to i spoléhat vyloženě. Další Yunjin. Možná ji zařadíme taky do nějakého second class grupy. Já nemůžu. Celá moje vnitřní duše se chvěje jako při zemětřesení pořád. Jakože what the hell did I just witness? Holy fucking shit. To si taky zaznamenám. Tři vole speciální věci. A Yunjin mám už vymaxovanou. Yes! I'll take it. Nebudu mít kočko holku hod. Teď už jsem tak nízko a čas je takovej, že vám můžu skoro s jistotou říct, že příště se uvidíme v dalším díle už u dalšího banneru. Abych zase nastřádal. Takže tahle ta kočkoholka mě bohužel mine. Stejně jako Gorou. Stejně jako mě mine Gorou, tak mě mine i tahleta holka. Well, a také mě minula Candice vlastně, Cadence. To už je třetí 4starová postava, kterou nemám. Což je taky věc sama o sobě, že ze všech těch desítek a desítek 4starových postav nemám jenom 3. Že jinak mám úplně každou z nich. Ale eventuálně se jeden z těch 3 rozhodne rotatnout zpátky, tak mám další šanci. Myslím, že se nedávno rotatnula relativně nedávno Cadence, tak ta už zase měla svůj interval, přešla, odešla a samozřejmě, že mi ani tehdy nedropla. Jediný, kdo nedostal reroll, je Gorou. Ten prostě reroll charaktere banneru jsem neviděl. Teď budu muset čekat půl roku na ní, až se rerollne zpátky. A to budu už připraven. Hey, make 50 wishes in a month. Congratulations. Ding. Má nějaké věci, které se budu věnovat později. A ukážeme si tady základní obrazovku nějaký ty informace. Jak to většinou bývá. Takže za prvý to nejmenší, že třeba on zrovna ten Sacrificial Greatsword má, by the way, má Refinement rank 3 na něm dokonce. Tady už mám 2, protože já jsem si právě jeden nechal, kdyby chtěl nějaká druhá postava ten Sacrificial Greatsword, nebo kdybych se rozhodnul, že by bylo užitečný, kdyby to mohlo mít 2krát. Ten je jejich skill. Kdyby Diluc mohl dělat to triple combo 2krát za sebou, tak by to také nebylo špatný. Já nejsem si jistý, jestli to fungovalo. Každopádně minimálně Razer, akorát zrovna, dostane další vylepšení. Už to jde na 70% šanci. Rank 4. Takže tohle je vyloženě finální rank. 80% šance je maximum a to, jak rychle se to stává, se taky zrychluje, takže to už je za každý 16 sekund, místo 20 v podstatě. Každý 16 sekund můžu použít skill 2krát, místo jednou, Pak u někoho jako Sucralose je Sacrificial set věc obzvláště je efektivní, protože prostě když ta postava obecně má ten skill jakože dvouvrstvej, protože u Sucralose můžu ten skill použít 2krát už tak, takže můžu to někdy použít i 3krát. Což pak tam začíná overkill zóna. To by byl měč. Velmi useful sacrificial set, z toho jsem docela šťasten. A Yunjin je maxed out. Decorous Harmony. Characters fly under the effects of the Flying Cloud Flag Formation, což je ta ultina, která summonuje auru, která dává nějaký buffy. Tak má nový buff. Normal attack speed increased by 12%. Takže ta buff zóna s její ultinou má teď ještě rychlejší attack speed. Okay. Takže Zvedá to attack damage, defense, cooldown skillu se zmenšil. A ještě další buff na ultium. Jo, jak je na tom vlastně? Tak třeba artefakty má docela relativně OK. Na 70 Skyward Spineu je dobrý. To bych mohl úplně klidně někam zařadit a vůbec ničemu by to nevadilo. Ale my jsme tu kvůli jedné určité jiné osobě. Ta-da-da-da! Yeah! Can't fucking believe it. Jai Miko. Lady Guji of the Grand Narukami Shrine also serves as the editor-in-chief of the Ei Publishing House. Unimaginable intelligence and cunning are hidden under her beautiful appearance. Ja, damn. What did you do? Co jsi udělal s tím ptáčkem? No, 90, a to je prostě tak nízký staty. Tak, Nescension. Tyhle ty Sigandor medy. Ty vůbec žádná postava nepotřebovala, takže jich proto mám jako želez. Takže jo, tyhle ty handguardy, ty dlouho nikdo nepotřeboval, když někdo potřeboval, tak věčně mi došly. What? Nechám tě? Nenechám tě. Nechám tě tady a šup.
When training to become a shrine maiden, the title of Chokai is granted once one has completed their requisite studies and can correctly chant for ceremonies. This might be very straightforward for humans, but it's the most difficult step for the kitsune. We are only foxes, after all.
Sure. Well, mám z toho další vision do ty normální vision sbírky. No. Samozřejmě vložím všechno, co mám do levelu currently, což je půlka level 30 z 40, tak tam zatím zůstanem. A je spellcaster. OK. Nemám nějaký sacrificial. Jako minimálně jeden mi dropnul. Here it is, for example. A ten mám jenom jednou. A jak tu mám cel, mohl bych jí dát tu od Kitsune Saigu. Tady jedna Kitsune od druhý předešlý Kitsune. Jako zatím nevím na co přesně, tak zatím nevím, co je ten profesionální stret, co se týče jejího vybavení, takže nechám popustit své chtivosti a dám kurentní Kitsune v zbraň předešlé Kitsune. Tak here you go. Artefakty jsou, to je celá sága rozhodnutí, jako věcí, co musím nad tím přemýšlet. Takže I'll keep it at that. A to bude pro dnešek všechno. Takže s Jai Miko se uvidíme příště, až ji vyskillím, to můžete si být jistý. Taky vám ukážu jednu novější věc, kterou jsem zařídil vedle ostatních věcí. Jedna taková hezká věc, která nemá moc funkci, ale mně se líbí. A to všechno budeme příštím dílem, takže děkuji, že jste dívali a s touhle bombou se rozloučíme, takže pokud budete spát, tak dobrou noc.